Hello, everyone. This is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts, and this is Prehistoric Facts special episode number 205. We're going to be talking about a marine reptile today, and that marine reptile is Mixosaurus. And so here is an image of possibly what Mixosaurus look like. And so, yeah, this is a really good illustration. So let's actually get started with the info. So some information about Mixosaurus. The name Mixosaurus means mixed lizard. No, different there. Length is 3 to 6.6 feet, or 100 centimeters to 2 meters. Weight is 5 to 12 and a half pounds. It lived 247 to 242 million years ago in the Triassic period. So this is a very early marine reptile. And fossils are found in Asia, Europe, and North America. So pretty much, kind of pretty close to all over the world here. And the fossils were the animal was described by Bauer in 1887. So this animal's been around for a long time in terms of the fossil record. And so let's actually keep going here. And so what I have here is the world map, and so where you see the circles are highlighted in red, and so this little line here in North America is where Mixosaurus fossils have been found in Nevada. There has also been Mixosaurus fossils found in Alaska, so the state in the United States that is kind of sandwiching Canada and the other 48 states, of the United States right over here. And then fossils also been found in Switzerland and Italy. So this tiny little circle right there in Europe. So kind of found in Central Europe. And fossils are also found in China and even in Indonesia. So the fossils of Mixosaurus have been found pretty much all over the world here. And so it's pretty common in the early parts of the Triassic. And so here's the size chart of Mixosaurus. So it is a small animal. This is a very small animal, like in the size reference in the previous slide. So this is a very small marine reptile, and of course here's the skeleton of one. Kind of looks like it's upside down, and so there's other specimens of Mixosaurus. It's just that they're just kind of hard to find in terms of pictures. And so, yeah, that's the best one I could find. So I should keep going here. More information about Mixosaurus. That is part of the Ichthyosauria family. So it is a ichthyosaur, and is part of its own family group of ichthyosaurs called the Mixosauridae. And so it has its own family group right there of ichthyosaurs. So like all ichthyosaurs, or most ichthyosaurs, Mixosaurus has a dolphin-like shaped body, so it does have a little bit of a dorsal fin, and it's got a tail that is very almost similar to a dolphin, but it's actually vertical, not horizontal. It has large eyes, like all ichthyosaurs. It has small teeth in its snout, and of course, it's a very fast swimmer. It's very hard to determine how fast it could go. It could probably can go over 25 miles an hour in terms of swimming speed, but that's up for debate. And of course, it's a carnivore. All ichthyosaurs are mostly carnivores, and so that's where you're gonna know why. You can see why it has some ichthyosaurs have teeth, and there's some that don't. And so, yeah, let's actually keep going here. The environment and where Mixosaurus lived in, it was warm and tropical. There was one giant ocean in the Triassic, because you have Pangaea, the giant supercontinent, in the early parts of the Triassic, and there would have been plenty of corals that were around, and there was other types of animals like invertebrates, like say your clams, crustaceans, squids, jellyfish. Uh, I mean, the whole 9 yards, with that, even ammonites, uh, other types of fish, lots of fish around, sharks were around, and of course, other marine reptiles. So, what you're going to see here, there was no whales during this time, because whales are mammals, and whales started to show up in the Cenozoic era, because we're in the Mesozoic in this kind of time, and mammals did not start happening right around, like, say, in the early Jurassic. And so we're in the Triassic, and so let's just keep going here and talk about the predators and prey of Mixosaurus. So the predators and prey. So predators of Mixosaurus would be larger ichthyosaurs. Ichthyosaurs can get a little bit larger, and so there's some ichthyosaurs that could get to 20 or even 25 feet during that time. And even sharks. Sharks were predators to Mixosaurus, because if you're a small ichthyosaur, you are going to be food for other types of animals, especially the large ichthyosaurs and the sharks. And the prey that uh, Mixosaurus would go after is small fish. It would be eating small fish. It would also be eating squid. Be eating squid, even small crustaceans. So, like your very small crabs and those types of things, could eat those. And so, yeah, let's actually move to the extinction. So the extinction of Mixosaurus was mostly due to climate change, but also could have been outcompeted by other ichthyosaurs. And there was so much abundance of ichthyosaurs during this time in the Triassic, and ichthyosaurs were so abundant. And then, of course, you got other large predators that were around at that point in time. Sharks were uh, really a dominant of had a really big population. Of course, other marine reptiles that were around. You had your first nothosaurs that were starting to happen, but ichthyosaurs were the dominant marine reptiles during that time in the Triassic. And so, yeah, it's mostly the extinction, but mostly climate change. Mostly climate change. And here's a map of the early Triassic, and so this is the best one I could find. And so, where you can see this little bit of patch of water here in terms of North America, you'd see right there this little C right there is where you're going to find some Mixosaurus fossils in North America, and then way over here in this region, you're going to have abundance of Mixosaurus fossils there too, and certain parts of Europe way over here, and so where those places that I've circled, that's where you're going to find Mixosaurus fossils. And so, yeah, that's where you're going to find Mixosaurus fossils. But this is actually uh, like 5 million years after the extinction of Mixosaurus. And so this is the best one I could find. So the next episode would be on May 4th, 2023, and now will be a Q&A episode. So if you got any questions about dinosaurs and other prehistoric life, feel free to email me at dinochrist71@gmail.com, or go to my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris. Like the page, yes, you post your questions in the comment section. Please put them in the comment section. Don't put them on Messenger. Messengers for private conversations. So please make sure you put your questions in the comment section if you're going to be on the Facebook page. And for you YouTubers out there, like the video, subscribe to the channel. According to my analytics, a lot of you guys that are checking out my channel are not subscribed yet. So please feel free to hit that like button, because that's what the YouTube algorithm is now, is more likes. The more likes the video has, it gets spread out to other people that are interested in dinosaurs and another prehistoric life, and in terms of paleontology, and also in parts of geology as well. And also hit that subscribe button, and also hit that bell. That way you can get weekly notifications of every video that comes out. And also for YouTubers, feel free to leave your questions in the comment section, because I do read them all. Your questions do mean a lot on the Q&A episodes. All of you that are sending me questions via email, Facebook, and YouTube, you guys are awesome and giving me some great questions. So keep it up. Your questions do mean a lot, and they're awesome. And make sure you keep your questions short and to the point. You can also follow me on Instagram at dino.crest.pf. I post pretty cool stuff on there. You can also follow me on Twitter at CSGRALL. It's my Twitter page. I post pretty cool stuff on there as well. Also, take care of the people around you, and also for younger people out there, to listen, your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. It's the best motivation you could have for a good education. It's very important to have a good education. So with a good education, you get a good job in the future. That's it for now. And I'll see you guys next time.